Hello, this is Nathan Marquez. It's for a Summer 2 course. My last project is Stephen Hawking. Who is Stephen Hawking? Stephen Hawking is a man of theories on cosmology and astronomy. Was born on 8th of January 1942 in Oxford, England. By the age of 11, he studied at University College in Oxford, which is the same university that his father went before him. His father expected him to be a medicine man, be a man of doctor, help and cure diseases. But Stephen Hawking pursued his life in mathematics. By the time he made it to college, he actually 3 years later, he earned a first-class honors degree in natural science. By 1952, in October, he studied cosmology at the Department of Applied Mathematics and Theoretical Physics, DAMPT, as abbreviated, at the University of Cambridge. By age of 21, ALS, or to elaborate, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Yeah, forgive my phrase and pronunciation of it, but it's the best I could do for now. Anyways, what this does is, say my active brain. This is before I move my joints. I can move my muscles. I can move my fingers freely as I want to my own will. But after diagnosed with that kind of disease, I can't move the muscles. I'm crippled. My mind's a prison, as my body is my cage. I cannot be free, and therefore I am in hell on earth. This is what Stephen Hawking witnessed. He is in hell on earth. Scary as it sounds, but what keeps him alive in hope is his love of life and his work. He pursued his life regardless of how crippled he is. He pursued his life to his work in cosmology. Therefore, he studied hard and reported his essays endlessly. That shows his true dedication of what he wants to do and how he wants it done. He gained his PhD in 1965. Then he wrote his essay titled "Properties of Expanding Universe." His thesis, made him popular in his university, helping him he became a member of fellow for distinction in science of Gunfield and Caius College. This is his first step in cosmology or theories in cosmology and astronomy. A year later, he wrote his essay called "Singularities and the Geometry of Space and Time," which his essay won an Adams Prize. 2 years later, he moved to the Institute of Astronomy, from cosmology to astronomy. This helps him to expand his mind, to discover more what's lie within the cosmos and in the math of cosmos, astronomy. A few years later, he wrote his book titled "Large Scale Structure of Space and Time." That is not the book that made him popular around the world. This made him popular around England. And his work will be soon to be known by 1988. But first, before that, he earned his first academic book, which is his first book he wrote. Then, by the year of 1988, here comes the book. The title of a book that was sold over 100 million copies across the world. And that book, titled "A Brief History of Time," introduced several theories and acknowledged one astronomer's works. He believes their work, but he criticized it to the point that he does not believe it because it seems outdated to his point of view. It seems outdated, but he respects it nonetheless. Last two chapters, which is his own favorite theory, was time. Not time, but there are 3 times that he predicted. Thermodynamic, psychological, and cosmological time. Those are 3 times. But his favorite time in 10th chapter, his last chapter of the book, time travel. Time travel was his favorite thing for sci-fi, but not just sci-fi. He wanted to see if you can transfer from fiction to non-fiction as one. He wants time travel to be possible, but right now it's too hard to predict because it's just a theory. It's just a theory that he loves to play around and hoping to be real in the future, but now seems hard to believe so. Anyways, after his book was sold, after the world acknowledged his existence by reading his book, his ideas and theories helped science in cosmology and astronomy. Very helpful. He helped them a lot with his ideas. Sure, there's other theorists like him, but this one is nonetheless the man of theory. Before his death, dated 14th March 2018, he not only left Earth empty-handed, he left Earth with one last work. His last work, titled A Smooth Exit from Eternal Inflation. His last paper reported that there might be possibly another universe that exists. That idea was another fiction to non-fiction, if it could possibly be true. But his proof helped support his theories, which is kind of a little complex for my knowledge. But to those who can understand it, please, I advise you to read his work, because his work left a legacy for mankind to discover, to press onward, regardless of his absence on Earth. This is a time that mankind should take the torch of his curiosity, of his dedication in science, in stars, in space, and time, and even time travel, but still time itself nonetheless. This work, his last work, really shows that if it's true, which could be, he could be right, he could be wrong. It's just a theory, but it leaves the world in curiosity, pondering and wondering that if his theories are true. If so, or if not, it moves the audience to fully dedicate themselves in this particular subject. This is his legacy. His legacy is be curious, go wander off in the stars, not literally, wander off in the stars to find answers, to cope as it makes sense for us to believe in. For it is a theory, but theory nonetheless for us to believe in. This is Nathan Marquez signing off for this final project.